Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Chase. Hope you're doing well. Today we will look at the S&P 500, ES, we'll look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's break these charts down straight from the weekly, and then we'll move downwards, see what's possible. All right, so simple levels, right? We'll mark out the demand level here. How do I find that? Just let's get into the basics, right? Now you're seeing this big leg. Sort of where did this leg originate? You can see these down candles here before the move up begins. Not only that, but if you dragged it to the left, you can see resistance, clean on the candle closes there. So, sort of your origin of impulse here, which has turned to support over here, and this causes the move up. Okay, so it's as simple as that for when you're marking it out. You're just going to look at it and you're going to say, okay, here is the consolidation or the down move before the up candles, however you want to label it. And then I would take that low personally, because this is sort of where it takes off. It's sort of, you get a strong close here, retests, and then breaks out. So right here, this is our origin of the move. Comes down, we tap support. Now we're going up into here. Could take a weekly bearish fair value gap in here, but that's a large range, right? So let's move downwards now. Let's look into the daily, and we could refine that. And we can go from here to here. If we take that to the left, look at what we got. Support, support, likely going to turn resistance on a daily bearish fair value gap. I'll be looking for a short up into here, above this high, okay? Sweep this high, short back down. Do we have any target at the moment? We don't have any clear target just yet. The only thing I'm seeing on the daily is this low. Let's keep looking. Yeah, this will work. So this is going to be your support block right here, right? So again, consolidation before this move up, retest. So we're going to be targeting this low as liquidity. So the plan is to look for price to go into here, break back below, target liquidity. Okay, that's the trade for ES and what I'll be looking for. Moving forward to Bitcoin, we're on the weekly. Big move down, right? Where was the support before this big move down? You can draw it here, you can draw it here. Don't be too fickle, right? But if we draw it here, let's say, so final support, breaks down through, comes up and retests. It's really all we have on the weekly. Let's break down a bit, see if we see anything else. Swept here. Right, so we have a little sweep in there, but nonetheless, it's really just more about the resistance level. And if you draw it here too, it looks a bit cleaner. But we can use this low. But support, support. We get no body closes below. Support again, bounces, big impulse down. Okay, this is sort of where I'm seeing the major resistance at the moment. Let's go back to the level we were using, and do we see any target off of this? Well, I'm seeing this as, pretty much your SR level right here, right? We're working with some new colors today. Not sure if you like them. If you don't, I probably switch back to the old ones in time. I sort of always do. But whenever I get bored, I like to switch up the colors a little bit. And, hopefully everyone has their water. Let's get a sip in. Price moves up. Rejected, rejected. Breaks through. Support, support, support. Getting a lot of tests of this support, getting pretty quick rejections from the resistance, okay? And we are consolidating in here. So I wouldn't be so quick to just say, oh yeah, this breaks down. You know how Bitcoin does. I wouldn't be surprised if it consolidates in here for a while. I don't see anything that stands out to me for an obvious trade. Maybe if we come up and sweep this one more time and we're back down below, say we get back down below like this area, maybe you're starting to look for shorts on that reclaim, anything back up into here, something like that, and then we look down towards, I guess we just go all the way back to the support block, the origin of the move here. So something along that line, those lines for me for Bitcoin. Sort of just keep it marked out like that. Say, okay, well, support here, resistance here. That's sort of where we're trapped at the moment, right? Like I've been saying with crypto just keeps getting trapped in between these support and resistances. We're not really seeing any major moves. Nonetheless, yeah, this is how I'm seeing it. So, yeah, just trapped in here. If it does break out above here, the thing is, you know, you still have like this big area here before we move down. So, you know, we're either going to plow through in a major way, and, you know, it's easy to just say up or down, right? But we're either going to plow through in a major way. Like, if we're accepting into here, we're probably going higher. But if it just comes up and wicks this real quick, another sweep of liquidity, and we break back down, I think we're going back down to here. Okay, so I'll just be looking for, and, you know, breakdown below here. Short retest, maybe, but, you know, it's Bitcoin, right? It could very well do this and then do that. Like it does such stupid moves. Yeah, I mean, reality, what does it do? It does that, and then it does that. Like it just does such fuckery movement that I don't know. I'm just not a big fan lately. That's the reality of it. All right, let's get into Ethereum. And as always, these videos are sponsored by Prime XBT, also sponsored by Bluefin. Prime offers ES under the ticker SP500, and Bluefin is a decentralized exchange where you can trade without, you know, having to worry about your funds, because you keep your funds in your own wallet. You know, both try them out. I have my links at the bottom and in the description. Okay, moving on to Ethereum. Ethereum, weekly bearish fair value gap, rejection, weekly demand. These are the two levels we're trapped between at the moment. Again, just your down candle before the major move up, or, you know, sort of consolidation before the move up. You can view it in a couple different ways. What I'm seeing is I'm seeing quick rejections from the bearish fair value gap, but many tests of the support. Test the support once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. How many times have we tested the resistance? 1, 2, you know, sort of just 2 right here. This is sort of like one move to me. We come up, sort of a bit of a quick scam. I forget if this was some news thing or something. It seems the only market only moves on news lately. And we immediately reject back down below. I mean, you know, you obviously have this liquidity low here. How do you get aboard? I mean, the problem is, right, if you just short this blindly, you're just shorting into support, whereas, you know, it's let's say someone shorted here, it just immediately bounces. So it's tough to short into a support level, especially in crypto. Usually doesn't work out that well, usually squeezes and whatnot. This could chop for a bit more. What I would look for is I would look for the major move to begin. If you get a candle close down here, what you do is you zoom into like the 4 hour or the 1 hour, right? And what you're going to look for is you're going to look for any. So let's say this is like your daily close down here. It's a shit daily close. What you're looking for is you're looking for any, you know, hourly fair value gaps, or you're looking for any consolidations that have formed. So let's say this is your daily close again, but you had a consolidation like here. Okay, so you're looking for a move back up into that hourly fair value. That's your short. Or you're looking for a move back up into consolidation. That's your short, and you play it to the level. Okay. So yeah, that's the thing with crypto right now is a lot of these moves, you know, you keep thinking, oh, it's going to break out, oh, it's going to break down, but it just continues to chop. So it's a tough situation to, you know, it's a tough trading atmosphere to be a breakout trader or trying to predict a major move when a lot of what you get, you know, as I've showed you guys, a lot of what you get is just chop. You don't really get very good moves. 1 good move, 2 good moves, 3, 4, 5 good moves, maybe 5 good moves over the course of like a couple months here. So a lot of chop, a lot of consolidation, not many good moves, and also a lot of like, okay, you want to short the support, squeeze. You want to short the support, squeeze. You want to short the support, I don't know, could break down, could squeeze. So it's really, you know, it's one of those things. I think if I had to think about, you know, what trades I'd be looking for, I think the ES trade is a pretty clean idea. We'll see how it works up into here. You know, and there's a lot of what I was just showing you on ETH like waiting for something to occur, like a daily close, and then getting a board. You can do a lot of that stuff on ES. Okay, you don't need to short ES in here. You can let it deviate, and then you can get a board when you see one of those nice fair value gaps form or something of that nature. Okay. If you are doing that, I wouldn't be targeting the whole entire move, right? You're sort of playing it like from here to here, and then maybe you're playing it again from here to here, something of that nature. If you are targeting the full move, you may just have to commit a wider stop to this area, but you also have a wider target, okay? Or you also have a better target. So you can either play the in-between with some more confirmation. You can say, oh, okay, well, it deviated like you said. Now let me find some scalps in between. My directional bias is down, so you're trading in a downwards direction here. You're doing short scalps, or you can, if you're just a guy who got to go to work or got to go to school or something, you say, I just want to take a position here. Well, I guess you just short the center of the daily. If you get stopped, you get stopped. But that's really the most you can do in that situation. You can't, there's no way for me to tell you when a candle comes into here. There's no way for me to say, oh yeah, it's going to reject, like for sure. Like if you're seeing some 5-minute consolidation and then you see a spike and back below, that could be a good place to get short. You get short there, have a little bit of a wider stop, just in case it does scam one more time. But it's likely that type of a move is pretty good. Those are the type of things that occur on ES often. It comes into the level, it consolidates, it does a little ripper, and then that's when you find your entry, like right around there. Okay, so yeah, that's the ES trade. The Bitcoin trade, not as clean. Yeah, I just don't trust it. If you're just shorting resistance, I guess this is your resistance. But again, I don't see anything that tells me to have high confidence in any move on here. I don't think this isn't even like very clear target, right? Like I don't see this as some big buildup of liquidity. It's okay. You have some lows here. You have a shit low here. These are already sort of like being worked into. So I don't see anything special in terms of target. And that when I take trades, I like to have a clean target. I think when if you're going to look for an entry, make sure you have a clean target. And with F, again, it's showing signs of bearishness because you're getting quick rejections from the resistance and you're testing the support repeatedly. You do have a fairly clear target, although this was the USDC DPEG. How valid it is, I don't know. I guess this consolidation as well is just your target, right, as well. I don't know what happened with this line down here. But yeah, the F, like I said, you can look for the continuation, but it's hard to bank on it just breaking down because it's been squeezing. And you sort of just have to take the market for what it is at the moment. All right. So hopefully this has been helpful. As always, likes and retweets are helpful. Comment in the description or comments below on the YouTube, thumbs up, all that great stuff. Yeah, talk to you guys soon. All right, thanks. Have a good day.